Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. So, I am Reiska, and right now I would like to tell you my presentation today is about design ELT material of listening skills for junior high school. And there is the handbooks of teachers, and there is handbooks for the students. Okay, next. Before we going to the material, I would like to tell you the contents of this presentation. First, designing an ELT material of listening skill, and the last is evaluating ELT material of listening skill. So the second contents is begin when the class starts. Okay, next. Okay, for the first, I would like to tell you what is listening skills. So, listening skills is the first skill and basic ability in learning a new language that beginners have to learn. It is receptive skill, meaning that the language learning beginners receive new words from what they have heard or listened to. The ability to receive will affect the ability to produce. If they are good at listening, as a result, they will understand and even have a good competency in productive skill, namely speaking and writing. Okay, for the next is principle for teaching listening skills. So the first include a focus on listening in an integrated skill course. Second, use techniques that are intrinsically motivating for the students. Third, use authentic language and context. So the language must be clear and the context also must be enjoyable. Fourth, carefully consider the form of listeners' response. Fifth, encourage the development of speaking strategies, and the last is include both bottom-up and top-down listening techniques. Okay, next. Okay, for the next, that is the handbooks of students designing material of listening skills. So in these books, there are kompetensi dasar, memahami fungsi sosial dan unsur kebahasaan untuk menyatakan dan menanyakan tentang perkenalan diri dan dialog tentang perkenalan diri. Indikator pencapaiannya, siswa mampu mengidentifikasi ekspresi untuk perkenalan diri sendiri dan orang lain. Kedua, siswa mampu menuliskan ekspresi untuk perkenalan diri sendiri dan orang lain. Dan terakhir, tujuan pembelajarannya yaitu yang pertama, berdasarkan rekaman yang diperdengarkan, siswa mampu mengidentifikasi ekspresi yang digunakan untuk memperkenalkan diri sendiri dan orang lain. Dan yang terakhir, berdasarkan rekaman yang diperdengarkan, siswa mampu menuliskan ekspresi yang digunakan untuk memperkenalkan diri sendiri dan orang lain. Okay, next. Okay, the difference between the module of handbooks of student and teachers' handbooks is the first the cover that is different. Okay, of course different. It is just untuk pegangan guru. Okay, next. Okay, for the next is okay. Before we continue, I would like to tell you that the designing of this material that I've been made is for the classroom activity of offline class. So the teacher must be teach in the class secara langsung. Okay. For the first material is about introducing ourselves. So this is from the teacher's handbook and student's handbook. It is the same. So I'm just made one slides of it. Okay, this is your first day at school at junior high school, and your teacher asks you to introduce yourself. What did you say when you introduce yourself? What did you ask when you want to know others' name? So in this part, you will learn how to introduce yourself and others. Okay. In here, so the listen to your teacher. the teacher must be say, "Hello, good morning everyone. Let me introduce myself. My name is Cindy Puspitasari and I'm from Jakarta. I live at Street Kilimanjaro number 24. I'm good at playing any kinds of guitars. You can ask me to teach you if you are interested in playing the guitar. Thank you for your attention and good morning." Okay. So for the first activity, the teacher will ask the student to make a short introduction of yourselves and then take turn to perform it in front of the class. Okay. One by one, all of the students in the class must be introduce themselves. Okay, next. Okay, for the next learning material, for the teacher's handbook and student's handbook, it is the same. So I just made one slide of it. Okay, that is the expression of introducing oneself and others. So the following are expressions to introduce oneself to another. Introduce oneself to another. Okay, introducing oneself. My name is Dion. What is your name? The responding, I'm Randy. Pleased to meet you. And blah blah. Until the end of day 2. Good morning, class. I'm Indra Bagusman, your new English teacher. Good morning, Mr. Indra. This will be explained by the teacher in front of the class, and the students must be listened. Okay. The next material of it is here are expressions to introduce someone to other people and to respond the introduction. So for the example is, okay, next. Dea, this is my neighbor Arif. Arif, this is Dea, my best friend. For the responding is, hello Arif, nice to meet you. Nice to meet you too, Dea. Okay, until the end of the table. So in example in dialogue will be say by the teachers and the student must be listened, and also the example of this dialogue will be repeated by a few of students, not all of the students but just a few in pairs. Okay, Edo, good morning. Are you in the class 7B2? Kinar, good morning. Yes, I am. My name is Kinar. What is your name? Edo, I'm Edo. Pleased to meet you, Kinar. Kinar? Pleased to meet you too, Edo. By the way, where do you live? Edo, I live at Jalan Manggis number 9. What about you, Kinar? Kinar, I live on Jalan Semangka, Kebayoran Baru. Edo, it's not far from my place. Kinar, really? I didn't know that. Edo, yeah, only a few blocks away. Kinar, let's visit each other next time. And last, Edo, okay. Okay, next. Okay, next. Before we going to the listening task, and the teachers in the books there is a preparation task for the students. That is the preparation task to find out the meaning of the sentence in Bahasa Indonesia. Okay, in this slide that is the sentence and the meaning in Bahasa, and also the example for the number 1. It's done for the example. This is in students handbook. Okay, next. Okay, in this slide there is the teacher's handbook. So the preparation task it's done in the teacher's handbook. Okay, so to check the answer of the students, the teacher can ask the student one by one what is their answer. Okay, next. Okay, for the next is activity 2. The activity 2 is listen and repeat after your teacher. That works in pairs to practice the dialogue. This is in the teacher's handbook and also in the student's handbook. It is the same. So I just made one slide. The teacher will be said like this. Good morning, Amy. Are you enjoying the park too? Hi, Lina. I am. I like spending my Sunday morning here. Is she your classmate, Amy? Yes, Hilal. Please meet Lina, my classmate. Pleased to meet you, Lina. I'm Hilal, Amy's friend and neighbor. Pleased to meet you too, Hilal. So you must know Amy very well. Yeah, I've known him since kindergarten. That's right. We've been friends since then. Oh, I see. Okay, then the teachers will ask the students to work in pairs to practice the dialogue with their in pairs, and then they will perform it in front of the class, and the teacher will score them and check their pronunciation. Okay, next after they're done with the second activity, in here we continue with the third activity, that is listen very carefully from the dialogue and write the sentence you have heard. This is classroom activity fill in the blank. Okay, this is for the student's handbook. And next that is the slides of the teacher's handbook. The teacher have the answer. So in the classroom activity, that is the listening activity, right? So in here, the teacher will be as the will be the narrator that will be the narrator in front of the class. Okay, that is text 1. Hello guys, my name is Anita. My nickname is Nita. I'm from class 7A. I come from Magelang. I live on Jalan Ganet with my parents. I like to swimming in my leisure time. I'm so glad if you want to take me swim someday. For the text 2, Agus is Sarah's little brother. He is a student. He is 8 years old. Agus is pretty tall for his age. He is 145 centimeters tall. Okay, next. Okay, for the next slide is learning material of grammar. That is subjective and objective pronouns. In here, the students in the teacher's book and student's book, it is the same. So I just made one slide, and that is for the subjective pronoun we have he, she, it, I, you, we, they, and the objective pronoun him, her, it, me, you, us, them. And the following example is Ratri always arrives at school early. She is really disciplined. And until the last example. Okay, this will be explained also by the teacher. And the teacher also can to know the comprehension of the students. The teacher will be ask the students to make one example, like the following example. Okay, next. Okay, for the next is the last activity, that is activity 4. It is same like before. Fill in the blank. Listen the sentence very carefully and fill in the blank below from what you have heard. So this is the activity from the previous material about subjective pronouns and subjective pronouns and objective pronouns. Okay, that is for the students in this slide. This is for the students in the students handbook. Okay, next. Okay, in the teacher's handbook, that will be the activity it done. So in here again, the teacher that is be the narrator, that will be read the sentence in front of the class and the students will be listen, and this activity only repeated one. Okay, listen. Number 1, Mom asks me to move chairs to the garden. She wants to hold a feast there. Number 2, Putra called Lisa many times, but she didn't hear him. Number 3, Mr. and Mrs. Setia once say that they will be bring Oki with them to the New Year party. 4th, Mia gave me keychains from different places. She knows that I like collecting them. And the last, Randy is buying a lot of keychains. He promised his friend that he will be buy us souvenir. Okay, next. Okay, I think that's all from me. I'm so sorry if I have mistake of explaining the material in it. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Thank you.